Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ogechi. If you're new here, welcome. I do lifestyle content and wellness content, and I have a love for working out, beauty, and style. Today I wanted to just do a little bit of a roundup from last year and a look ahead for 2021. I'm still getting used to saying 2021, so bear with me if I make a mistake. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, please go ahead and check them out and like and subscribe so you can stay tuned. I did have a life update video that just went live last week, and I just shared a little bit of my headspace, and so it's kind of a continuation of that video. Looking back at 2020, obviously you've probably heard it a million times that this was the roughest year for so many people. But even though it was very emotionally and mentally and physically difficult, there were a lot of blessings that happened last year, and I would be remiss to not mention those. And I advise you to do the same as you're planning your goals or resolutions or hope for this year. You always want to reflect on the previous year, and some of that reflection is really trying to unearth the gems that happened for you and your family in the past year. So for me, the biggest one was finding my voice, and I found my voice in a few ways. I think because of the frustration of the Black Lives Matter movement, social justice causes that were coming up to the surface, and of course the pandemic, so many people were vocal more than they would have been if they were usually doing their normal hustle and bustle of work and life. So for me, the way that I found my voice was through my podcast. I launched my podcast at the end of the summer in August. It's been a great blessing to be able to interview different women. My podcast is called Tell Me If You Can podcast. I interview exclusively women who have come from all walks of life, and the overall theme is that they have some sort of inspiration to share. I wanted to find more inspiration, and I thought that other people would want to do the same, and I thought that if I created a platform where other women could share their voices, share their stories, it would bring more positivity into the world. So that's one way that I've been able to share my voice, but also highlight the voices of other people. Another way that I found my voice is really taking public speaking seriously through being a guest on other podcasts over the spring and summer, and the ease of virtual webinars and Zoom conferences and things like that that really unearthed a lot this year. How many times can I say unearth? But I think that it allowed me the flexibility to really dig deep into my desire to be a public speaker. This is something that's been on my heart along with the podcast for many years, and it's sad that it took this pandemic for me to really dig into this goal, but I'm happy that it happened. So with that, I've been able to lead talks, workshops at my school, my parish, other parishes, for people of faith, for people not of faith, and really use my skill set and passion for social justice in a way that's really concrete. And I've developed a bit of a resume even in these several months. So that's something that I hope to carry into 2021 and hone in on that public speaking skill. Another way that I've really found blessings in 2020 is really taking charge of wellness. I talk about wellness, and I know a lot of people have different definitions of what wellness means to them. For me, wellness in 2020 was tackling my mental health. I had always been an advocate for mental health awareness, and I never actually took the plunge to find my own therapist. I thought it would be hard to find an ideal therapist. I wanted a Black female therapist, and I didn't think that was possible. And thanks be to God, I was able to do that. And I really advocated for myself with my physician and took my health in my own hands. And that's something that I really hope that many people had the desire to do, because health was such a huge focus of last year, and so I wanted to have some sort of control, and that was one way that I can control my health even if the world was falling apart around me. So seeing a therapist and being consistent with that is something that I want to continue on through this year. Another way that I've really been trying to tackle my wellness is appreciating rest. I'm someone that cannot just sit still. I like to be doing things. I have to have a million to-do lists. I created projects for myself even when things were shut down. Like, I made myself have these goals or deadlines, even though really that was a time for me to just have holy rest. And the concept of holy rest is something that I've been learning a lot about, and how there's a beauty and a calm and a reverence of spiritual development and relaxation that exists when you take that rest for yourself. I'm still struggling with it because I like to be go, 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 and that's been my mindset for decades, so literally since I was a kid. So it's hard to undo that and unlearn those tendencies, but that's something that I really want to focus on. Having a knee injury kind of sidelines you from a lot of things. The pandemic sidelined a lot of people from things, but really working that in, whether it's just, you know, really not thinking about work when I'm not at work and not allowing that to seep into my mental B-roll, or really just like being fully present with people if I'm having a phone call, or enjoying a book, or enjoying a movie, or spending quality time with my husband. All of those things are part of rest. And also allowing myself time to literally take naps or just lie down and be silent. I've been using a meditation app called Hallow, and it's a Catholic meditation app, and it allows you to do different types of guided meditation, and it's less inward and more outward meditation, if that makes sense. But it also has built-in silence, which sometimes I'm like, is the app even working? But that kind of built-in time to be silent, along with, you know, thinking and meditating and actively doing things, has been helpful for me to build in moments of rest in my day. The last thing that I wanted to reflect on were the amazing experiences that I had last year. Even though a big chunk of it was the pandemic, last year I got to go to Fashion Week in February, which was wild because that's probably the last Fashion Week that will be like that for a very long time. So it was great that I got to experience that with two of my siblings. I have 3 siblings, so 2 of my siblings went with me, and we got to go to shows. Before I forget, I almost forgot. In the description box, there is a link to my giveaway for 2021. It's thank you for those of you that have subscribed. If you're on my newsletter, you already got the newsletter information about the giveaway. If you'd like to join the newsletter, I will leave that link down below as well. But this week I'm giving away $50. It's going to be an e-gift card, as well as $50 worth of Beautycounter products. I am a Beautycounter consultant, but I really love Beautycounter, and I've been in love with it, and I mentioned it before many times, but I'm giving away $50 worth of Beautycounter for you to, you know, self-care, whether it's a mask, a lip product, a makeup product, you can use yourself or gift to someone else, or you can save the product for yourself and use the gift card to treat someone else. Really use it however you like, but that giveaway actually ends January 7th. So if you haven't already entered, enter below, and you don't want to miss out. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like so you can stay tuned for the next video. Have a great day.